What up guys, today I'm happy. Why you may be asking, someone else is talking to Haloguy BS, not going to lie after being kicked down multiple times, falsely accusing me for his own actions, and not learning anything, nor is simp, which keep laughing at them, but neither here or there. We came for Haloguy salt, so let's start this BS.
Like what, 18 video, like I have a playlist of 37 videos called anti-furry memes, and the first one I see here is Jesus handing a gun to the audience saying, "Take it son, slay all the furries." What's the deal? Like, I don't understand the hatred here.
Well, I've always kind of disagreed with the fandom.
We're disappointed in you.
Alright, let me remove everything that he will disagree with. He can't say sexual at all, because that common sense. Why cannot say pedo even though every community has them? Racist, that's everywhere. Grow up. Have this point can be dismissed with ease, so I'm hoping you come up with something better.
So, what I found out is that pretty much the fandom, and this isn't going against anyone individually, it's just that the fandom, it started out originally as something that was taboo.
Oh, really?
Taboo? Okay, let me cut it all down for you, so you cannot defend yourself in general. Taboo to me, at least someone F the family member, which is gross, but wearing a costume, and before you say the Egyptian, that's not a good excuse, so try again.
But over time, it started to gradually edge into younger and younger communities.
And?
Are you going to start blaming the parents? Because I'm generally curious, none of you anti-furry want to blame the parents. Of course you're not gonna blame them at all out, all the blame the furry, right? This is how their mindset really work, and it pathetic. Oh, and keep in mind, he will not blame those people who running the show.
People who don't even know what that type of stuff is, that's when I start having a problem.
This dude believes he's saving humanity. I'm sorry, now that funny. Hey, I'll throw you a bone to make it easier for you. People don't care. It really simple. Kids and adults come to see a furry. What, it's by you making it your responsibility. Tell me your priorities are backwards. But then again, this man who drink his own glue.
That being a furry leads to zoophilia, so if that's the case, I don't understand why you'd be okay with like even adults doing it.
Yes, it's true.
We don't support like genocide. No, not all furries are bad people.
Don't bullshit me.
We don't usually target individual people unless they obviously deserve it. Like the example is Kiro. We had one guy inducted Emu. He was pretty bad.
Right.
Are you really going to say that after you falsely accuse me of being a pedo, and act like you don't find this on my Twitter account, and yes, it on my Twitter account, so you really can't say that before you say you copyright strike my video even though you don't edit the video, so that your fault already? To add more your own fault, you got suspended on Xbox for call me a pedo. And guess what? Half of those people that try to get information even though it was completely false. So I'm happy that your kid channel will be shown now, and don't care if you get your channel terminated. That is one thing you should never falsely accuse me of being. So good job.
Well, there's YouTube channels that are currently up that have thousands of offensive memes that talk about terrorism, racism, and they seem perfectly fine.
Oh, did you know I don't give a shit?
Dude, you've been in the city for how long now, and racism offend you seriously? The people who get offended by that are soft people. Grow up. Nobody going to be offended by a small this thing that can't hurt them. Like, have you heard of the phrase all bark no bite?
Well, but you know, furries aren't terrorists or racists.
No, they aren't.
I said, hold on.
I know I didn't mishear that, and yes, I did check out the video again just to make sure, and he actually did say though that means they are. Dude, you gotta be the biggest loser to ever walk on the face of the earth. How do you people like him? Is questionable to say the least.
I could see how somebody could take them as being part of hatred, but that's not their original intent, at least not in my eyes.
Why the fuck you lying?
Most people see it as being sarcasm or just playing around being silly.
Well, what if somebody doesn't?
I don't know what to tell them then. It's the internet. There's tons of people who take things 100% with seriousness.
Yo!
That's crazy. You should take your own advice, right? It's kind of funny that you said that to him, but you won't take that advice right about now. I'm laughing at you, and it's funny, not the guy that's talking to you, just you, Haloguy.
Like the Tony Tiger incident, Rainforest, Kiro the Wolf, Sappho, the Zoophilia ring. Just a bunch of things that all tie into the fandom, or have been a part of the history of the fandom.
Really?
Sure. Do you think that those bad things were done like explicitly because they were furries?
Some of them, yes.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
Correction, none. I'm going to point it out to you. Can't blame a whole group people. That doesn't work in yours favor. Keep that in mind. Those people was already sick in the head before they joined a fandom, so they was already crazy, so throw that out the window. So you can't use that. What else you're gonna say?
Okay, so like, why could I not argue a few bad apples though?
You 100% can, but I think it's the problem of nobody's made anything like this over the entire fandom's existence. Nobody's ever made things like this. It's just
Dude, are you listening to yourself? You sound like the obsession person who don't realize it not your problem at all, like, ha 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 ha, I'm sorry people, it just funny to me because nobody else care what a furry do or say, nobody, oh wait, only you.
these things happen. It's like, man, that's terrible. These people are not part of the fandom. And then the fandom moves on, and about a year later, or even less than a year, something else horrible happens again.
And here's my response to that: boohoo, cry me a river, flow upstream. This why people like me make fun of you all the time, because you're a perfect example on not to be at all at like you being ignorant. This is mindset. There's no such thing as bad people in the world, only furry can be bad, which is hilarious to me.
Have we gone over the taboo history?
I don't think in detail.
Okay, so like what kind of taboo history? Like what?
The fandom initially started out as being a group that would discuss pornographic comics involving...
Dear Lord, help me, Father!
Do I seriously need to hear him explain about something that is completely stupid? Because how much you want to make a bet that he was saying porn is taboo even though nobody wants to pay child support or catch anything like diseases from their significant other? But hey, let him keep talking. What the hell is this BS?
So wait, is it anthropomorphic animals or just straight up animals? Because I feel there's a meaningful distinction there.
Anthropomorphic.
Okay, so taboo drawings, so just like porn?
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, guys, is so taboo. Even draw a female is bad for you. Like, what the WTF is wrong with you? Seriously?
Right. So then when kids consider themselves furries, that's not a problem, right?
It's the problem with the association with the fandom.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Dude, you're a weirdo for thinking this. They are just kids. What? Kids are gonna think about cartoon characters, right? Either there's something wrong with you entirely or you're just pure stupid. Those are the only two options, and I think you're just a pure weirdo that have that mindset.
The association with the fandom.
Inherent ability to be a furry.
Hold on, can you explain that a little bit more?
As a United States Army soldier,
Fuck off.
it's my duty to defend the country, and that ultimately means that I might have to take a life one day.
Okay.
Yeah, fight for a country that never mind its own business. So congratulations, you're an idiot, because me, I will never defend my own country because you started it. You go fight. Oh, what had already happened to this day, never mind.
And it just seems specifically aimed at furries for no apparent reason.
I chose furries because I already had a dislike for the fandom, and then my channel blew up.
But why did you have a dislike for the fandom? Let's delve into that.
I saw some images when I was younger that I should not have seen and should not have been there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and let me tell you this: when I was young, don't care at all, only my toys and my favorite blanket. So unfortunately my mindset is completely different from you in general.
It's not a grandiose hatred.
Liar!
To even defend furries even though you make these memes about killing them?
Aren't most furries American citizens?
At most, I mean, I don't know the statistics, I don't know the breakdown, but many of them are, yes?
And ultimately I have to defend them, and
No. Hard pass.
Yeah, and the majority of people wouldn't want you to defend them at all, but what you're saying right now is kinda contradicting.
under moral code I don't think I could.
You don't think you could? Okay. Can you explain? I mean, I can't. I know that's a difficult question, but can you just give me a brief explanation as to why?
Morally, would I have to decide that saving this person would benefit everybody else around me in the long run, or even in the short run?
What?
Okay. So you say that you would save a furry, but you would not save a zoophile, and yet so often in these memes, I see you conflating the two. Like, these are memes that you've posted and basically signed off on. Like, these are memes that you have claimed ownership over. So, like, seeing you conflate zoophiles with furries so much, I would think that you think they're one and the same.
No.
Yes, definitely.
But your actions really do speak louder than words to make this so obvious for people. Yes, he do think that furries are zoos. When he say no, it means yes.
Indicates that being a furry has a high probability of leading somebody to zoophilia, right?
Higher than normal, yes.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
LOL, I'm sorry, this funny to me. Oh, they have a higher rate of becoming a zoo, even though it not just people with loose screws who can't tell from fantasy to reality. See, here's a thing: I will never make documents like this because you can tell it's BS, but since I'm a little bit in a nice mood today, I'll throw you a bone. Okay, they are crazy people, that's all you have to say.
Now, additionally, I just think it's interesting that you go after both furries and zoophiles. Like, those are your two chosen targets, essentially.
He's absolutely right.
Partially.
Okay, so then I think that it would be good. We have Beat a Furry Day here on the screen. Do you believe in beating furries?
Just a joke.
Then why would you post this?
It ain't no joke.
Stop lying now, it was never a joke at all. This is your belief, can't hide it anymore. And see, you're choosing your words carefully. It's not that hard to tell. You try to cover your own ass and it not working.
Like, if a kid were to look at these memes and like get these ideas that violence against furries is okay, do you not think that it would be a likely outcome that they might, you know, go out and commit violence against furries?
Well,
You know, like
stopping
you've posted-
any kid from playing Call of Duty and saying that violence against anyone. So. Yeah.
You know, you've posted videos of like real life videos of people stealing like furries' tails.
Dude, you try to say Call of Duty, for example, what lol, that are horrible. Example, why? Because it not real at all, at a game nobody cares. Again, you keep take L after L, and to make this worse for you, the allegations you made on me can get you in trouble. Demand you apologize before you look stupid.
Some of these
trying
are
to
straight
think
up
about
death threats. Some of these are unambiguous death threats, man. That's just
Trying to
memes.
think of a response that doesn't lead us in a circle.
Dude, he's telling you about your own actions, so how is he going in circles? See, there a problem with Haloguy. He has the anti-furry mental illness, which is a common disease amongst them, and you're seeing it firsthand and know there's no cure for it.
To counter to your point, the difference between my videos affecting kids and Furry's videos affecting kids by the normalization of fetishes.
Okay.
Dude, it says 18 plus, that means is letting you know mature audiences only, like you don't even have a clue on what you're talking about.
With you, I attempted to join your server and I read over the rules and I didn't see any rules that said no minors allowed. Simple question, man. Are minors allowed on your server?
Well, we're waiting.
It's not specified in the rules. It's not allowed in Discord TOS, and we follow Discord TOS.
Yeah.
Okay, so minors are allowed on your server then, yes? I'm not saying you don't follow Discord TOS. I'm saying minors
Anyone
are
that's
allowed on
above
your
the
server,
age of
right?
13. Anyone
Over the
who's
age of
above the
13, so that would be a minor, right? Minors are allowed on your server. Okay, so you're more than furries even. It seems like you're the one influencing minors.
Dude, it doesn't matter if it's your friend's Discord server, like you're still letting minors in the Discord server and other things. When he asked you a question which was simple to answer, it was a long pause for some reason. Don't know why you need to think about it, honestly, but then, again, this is a man that's have the most crazy belief that makes zero sense.
What are you suggesting here?
What he means by that is you're adult, you know better, you're the one spreading hate. Is really that hard to understand, child? See how simple.
How do I know that you're not posting like homophobic memes, transphobic, racist memes? You know, like, how do I know that you're not also advocating for violence against other groups in your server? Because these memes are
it's
advocating
against
for violence. Look at this. There's literally a gun to a furry's head.
Oh. Yeah, that's where the memes stop being funny. This clear message, what you're trying to say, this is your belief, and you won't change your ways, which doesn't surprise me at all because this is who you are after all. Now if they start doing this as a meme, that where the jokes stop being funny.
Do you still stand by those memes? If you were saying that's from a year and a half ago, then are you going to delete it? Like, what's your point?
Again.
Long silence. This man can't hide it anymore. He just don't care. It's so obvious at this point. He knows what he doing. He just won't say furry are bad, this what they're doing to me, but I'm making this video. Jesus Christ, have some self-awareness. At least even an animal have more intelligent than you.
Some of the quality of content has changed.
What? Are you serious?
Quality. Or higher def memes of people being killed.
Gotcha, bitch!
Last time I checked, there wasn't any actual people in it. It was all just animation.
It doesn't matter if it's actual people, man. You're still proliferating the idea that it's gratuitous. After a certain point, it's gratuitous.
You say that about anything on the internet.
Oh, just to let you know, he's contradicting himself, because remember, he said furries are people as well, but these memes doesn't make me look bad, does it? Like this, what we call too stupid to even talk to, let alone play chess with a no Haloguy. Even if we play Uno, you still can't tell the difference between color.
You believe you are or not. That is what you are doing.
Well, what about any violent video game that proliferates the idea that violence against anyone is acceptable?
Are you seriously gonna say that you're telling me you can't extinguish from reality like they are fake? They are not real, these are video games, they are digital, they cannot harm at all. See, you sound exactly like Gamergate to you know those people that think that we need sensitivity, you sound exactly like them. Honestly, if you become a critic, I'm gonna bully you.
When I burned the furry's house down, right? Me when I beat up the local furry. Me at the furry con shooting the furries. You know, like, I don't know if that's a specific one, but like, it's not that far off from what you post.
They're memes. They're sarcasm.
You kidding me?
That not sarcasm at all. Where you're getting this from. You and the mask is slowly slipping off your face. Pretty clear what you really think about furry general. See, when it comes down to people like you, I don't believe you at all, because you slowly start to show your true colors.
Why do you hate
That's the
furries
dog.
so much? Let me just ask you, why do you hate furries so much? You have already said that, like, you came across an NSFW picture that you shouldn't have when you were a kid. Is that the entire reason? Is that it?
It was the initial spark.
Bro!
That is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard. Oh yeah, that's the initial spark, bro. Grow up. If you play shooter games, you play all these on games, and you cannot handle nudity, I'm sorry, leave the internet. Nobody has time for people like this, because if you play GTA, you'll know what I mean. Just by seeing nudity brought you like this, then your point makes zero sense.
Like that they're still trying to get minors into a sexualized community. Or
The Rock. Wrong. That is.
It's not a sexualized community, man. We've already established that you do not have to be sexual to be a furry, right?
but the majority are.
Majority. This is how I know you should stop reading documents and actually go outside and experience it firsthand, because right about now I'm starting really believe that you don't have a clue. You could say yes, some of my sexualizing, but that's normal, kid, over it.
Women. I don't really know what to tell you, dude.
Did you just say not women?
Like women. I honestly think we've gotten to a point where thought logic no longer corresponds with my thought logic.
Excuse me, bitch!
I don't know, maybe because we're not psychotic to think like that, and your logic is just way off the boundaries of a normal human being. Couldn't be that, right? It just couldn't be that. Your logic is off the rail because you know certain things that you're saying right now is more questionable than answers.
I agree. Okay. What don't you like? What specifically don't you agree with, and why?
I feel like we're just looping here again, but no, I don't believe that children can be furries, because furries are, and even if they're not, even if today you don't see as a fursuit as a sexual object, in the past it was.
So?
Okay, every franchise you can't wear a costume because it will make you a zoo, or to make it even more stupid, anyone who plays video games, you are not allowed to download it or play it because it promotes violence. You see the hypocrisy there. I don't need to explain how stupid he is with him again. This is Haloguy. We're talking about the most cultist person I ever met.
Deflecting this whole conversation
What have I deflected on? Pin me down. Go ahead.
on how the furry fandom is a sexualized community. Well, all humanity is a sexualized community.
This is delusional.
This man is seriously delusional. Yeah, I think that's about done for Haloguy today, because right about now he keeps proving he actually has no clue on anything and only holds a grudge on his own trauma, which is actually pathetic. All honest, keep in mind, don't be like this guy at all, because he's already in hot water by me and other people. And his little cronies will not be able to save him at all, so good job for making his situation even worse. Honestly, Haloguy, I do miss punishing you on Xbox just to prove a point that your beliefs are always in the wrong. If you ever come back again, tell me so you can suspend it and I can laugh at you, and I know that you'll be playing Helldiverse.
Capturing zone. Mission's almost over, and we're crushing it. Capture zone contest. Capture the zone.